So hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. And so I recorded another set of stuff that I had to scratch away due to some news being broken apart. So yeah, well, here I am again on Thursday evening. So this is the third time I'm actually recording this, and let's get right into it. So okay, firstly, how did last week's race go? Okay, I'm gonna just pull out the give me a moment. Okay, so firstly I will just talk you through the tier list. I have two quick ones. First one is the team, and okay, starting with we'll go from the bottom to the top. I put RB and Williams in the bottom because they were the slowest two cars and RB fell back so hard. Ferrari is in the C tier because they brought upgrades. They failed to understand the upgrades within a weekend, but apparently it is positive, and this weekend they show what they're actually capable of, according to Fred Vasseur. But let's see. I mean, they are a serious team right now. And then there's Stake. They did something really good, but I'm not sure if it's still because of the drivers, or if they had scored points they would have been above average, but they're pretty much where they were. That's why I put Stake there, but I put them above, so they were like good, they're doing work. And there's Aston Martin. They brought a ton of upgrades that didn't really work, and Haas is there. They were also having no improvement. But Alpine, on the other hand, they actually did a big jump, and Mercedes too. They were very good. For some reason, finally they've started to understand the upgrade. And then there's Red Bull. They were very good with their pit stops, good strategy, everything. Same with McLaren as a team. They didn't do anything during their drivers' day. So now let's go and get on to the drivers thing. So over here, I'm not going to go through everything. Everyone on B tier actually drove pretty decently for where their car deserved to be, and everyone on A did better than they outdrove their car a bit, and C did not perform as much as their car was capable. And okay, let's start with the D tier. First is Perez. Do I need to even go on about this? Most people have already pinned me as a Perez hater. I'm not a hater, but I just feel like, this is the pinnacle of motorsport, and there are three drivers on the grid at the moment who shows that they don't deserve where they are. And you guys know the three drivers, and Perez is slightly aligned to be one of them, especially when he finished 59 seconds behind his teammate. And then Logan Sargent, I don't have to say much. I mean, for the first time he had equal machinery as Alex. I expected him to not have a big gap, but no, he started 20th, finished 20th, got a 5-place penalty. It's just, I don't know, pretty sad. And the other one is, the guy who got his contract extended. And oh my god, I couldn't believe it. I was wondering who's gonna take the next Aston Martin seat. I didn't expect Lance Stroll to take it. Gee. Okay, that aside, and on the C tier, Oscar didn't do a good job compared to his teammate. Yuki did not perform worse than Danny, and the rest are there. Kevin Magnussen is in the middle because he did not appear on any news. George Russell, I would have put him higher, but I mean, I didn't want to put him in the S tier with Max, and I didn't want to put him with in the A tier with Lewis. I know he was probably ruined by the strategy. That first lap start was amazing. That was brilliant. That was probably one of the best starts I've seen in a long time. And Lewis is there because he pulled some moves. My god, his move on Sainz was just perfect. And Charles also drove very well. And also Russell and Norris went side by side. I mean, it looked really good for a moment. And Norris is there in the ATA because he finished ahead of his teammate, did not do too many mistakes, but the car had potential, so that's why he's there. And Pierre Gasly outdrove the car. Brilliant job from him. Lewis, I already talked about him. He did a good job. And Max did not have the fastest car that weekend, but he proved once and for all why he breathes and lives race, and that's why he deserves to be leading this championship. So now that we've wrapped up this, let's get on to the track walk. So this is the Red Bull Ring circuit. It is 4 kilometers in length, 4.3, and this is actually quite a historic track as well. Like, this is a very pretty circuit firstly, and it's also known for its high altitude. Okay, at the edge of this is a braking corner, which is turn 1, which is named after Niki Lauda. It's called the Niki Lauda Curve, or Castrol Edge previously. And yeah, the current layout is actually 4.3 kilometers in length, and this has 10 turns, and it's one of the shortest laps on the F1 calendar. So now we approach uphill braking zone where you can get late on the brakes, but really sharp, and a slow overtaking zone after the first DRS sector. And yeah, now the track opens up to the next DRS zone, where at the end of this is a very sharp braking point. You can actually overtake a lot of cars in this place, but you need to be straight on the brakes because the corner opens up in order for you to get maximum speed. By the way, this is my second time driving this track. No, third time. I will tell you why this is my third time. I want to record my first run and give you my actual first impressions, but it got kind of ruined. Okay, on the other side you can see the Red Bull there, and this track is really pretty and it's really nice to drive. Like, this is one of my favorite sectors on the track because you have to be gentle on the throttle. Too much or too little and your car just goes out of control. So it's a balance of power around this spot. And now we approach the penultimate corner, and over here you'll see why I had to do the lap 2 previous times, because I turned down, not here but over here. I turned in there because I thought, I almost went there again, but I turned here because I thought the track turns from there, but no, that's the pit entry. The pit entry is a bit tricky for beginners, but once you get used to it, you can actually open up that corner, and now you're back into the start-finish straight. So that is it. That's what a lap around this circuit looks like. It's pretty nice, pretty easy, and yeah, I like this circuit. So okay, that was the track walk. I'm really excited for this weekend because I know Austria is one of the best tracks on the calendar. I might even do a tier list at the end of this year because I've driven on almost every track at the moment so far. I'm still learning some tracks. Austria, I drove it for the first time now. I've actually watched races, but I never really paid attention to the track before, and this time I drove it and I love the track. It was really fun to drive. Some corners were very technical and the change of elevation was really cool. It gave me Zandvoort vibes, but I think Zandvoort is also a really good track. I will do a tier list of the tracks later on. And now let's move on to the news. Well, big surprise, Lance Stroll got his contract extended, and then Alpine, Pierre Gasly got his contract extended, and now apparently Carlos Sainz is being in contention to driving for Alpine. So he has a choice between 3 of the worst teams on the grid. Nice. Alpine, Williams, and Audi. I was gonna call it BMW for some reason. Yeah, so stay. Anyways, moving on to my predictions. So I'm gonna just do it on the fly. I hadn't written it down or anything. So for pole position, no, it's sprint pole. Sprint pole I'm gonna go with. It's pretty hard. I know Lando is overhyped. I want to go be boring and go Lando because they have the fastest car. Lando is really good on this track, but no, I'm gonna go Max. And sprint winner, I want to say Lewis. I have a feeling he's gonna keep his form. Oh no, let's make it Charles. And the race winner, no, pole position, sorry, my bad. Pole position, no, I'm not gonna go Checo because I have common sense and I don't think he can extract what Max can from the car. So whatever said and done, he would be behind Max. If Max is first, he's gonna be second. So I think I will put, this is so hard thinking about it on the fly. I'm gonna give it to George Russell. Why did I even think of Mercedes? Okay, so the top 5 on the race. P5, I would give it to George Russell. No, Carlos Sainz. P4, Lewis Hamilton. P3, Max Verstappen. And then 2 is gonna be, okay, I'm stuck between Lando or Charles. P2 I will put Lando, and P1 I'm gonna put Oscar Piastri. Yeah. So these are my predictions, and let's wrap it up then. So well, that'll be it for this week, and I have another video that I've been recording. It's about talking about the situation with how the Lewis Hamilton fans and everyone has been pieces of shit actually. So okay, sorry for the language, but yeah, I will get on that later. So that would be it for now. I will catch you back later. Bye.